Good evening. On behalf of the Shepherd of the Hills leadership team, I want to take the opportunity to update you. While Shepherd's Watch and communication from the office and pastor videos do a great job of that, we did want to highlight several things for you. Topics we'd like to cover tonight are current state of the ministry, year-to-date budget and what 2021 budget will look like, and then a little update on our church expansion plans. So our first topic, current state of the ministry. Our utmost responsibility is to minister and feed the souls of the congregation while trying to do that in a safe manner. The staff and leadership team continually monitoring daily, weekly, monthly the status of the world under our COVID situation. We continue to try to change things to accommodate both of those needs. For now, we're going to stay the course. So what does that mean? We'll continue to have the services that we do. We'll continue to do virtual Bible study. We'll continue to monitor and see where we're at as we go through the next several months. One of the things that we did get some feedback from the congregation was we would like to have a Sunday service with Mass required. So you will see that coming. And I would encourage each of you to really think about the important thing for us is to be ministering to souls, right? Feeding souls. If we can have more people here getting fed, that's a good thing. So if that may require you to wear a mask for 45 minutes or maybe attend a different service, keep the big picture in mind. The second thing I'd like to talk to you about is our financial situation. The Lord continues to bless our ministry here richly. Our budget in 2019, as you recall, was $663,000. This year was $685,000. And our budget runs on a fiscal year, so we run through June. And year to date, we are $8,000 favorable. What a blessing, and it's an encouragement for us to continue to go and do more ministry. As we went through our budget last night as a leadership team, and we were going to present the budget at our meeting to March in person with you as a congregation, but our budget will be coming in at almost $750,000 next year. So this year, $685,000, next year approaching $750,000. We've been blessed. We need to do more with those blessings and more ministry. A couple things that you will see in there is our CMO offerings will increase. That's our missionary offerings, and we've been on a 3-year plan to do that. Our kettle offerings will increase. And then we also have added in some other ministry things that we think are important to help. So we'll go through that in detail next month in person with you. I just leave you with a food for thought on that topic when we always talk about budget, but where else can you invest in today's world that it gives a return of eternal life? Something for you to ponder and think about. The third topic we wanted to talk about was the expansion plans for the church. Just to give you a little bit of history, if you go back to 2003, which doesn't seem like that long ago, less than 20 years ago, we had 139 members in this congregation. In 2011, we topped out over 400. In 2014, we reached 570. This year, 2020, we're up over 750 members. So if you caught that, over the last 9 years, we've gone from 400 to over 750 members. And at the projected growth rate that we continue to see, we believe by 2023, we'll have over 900 members in this congregation. What a blessing. What an opportunity for us. And that opportunity presents itself in we don't have enough sanctuary space to worship, not just on a weekly basis, but certainly during the holiday season in the special type services, or to do ministry where we bring in bands and other things. We're very limited on space. We also are finding that we're going to need more space. We added on the ministry wing several years ago, but we are going to need more space to do that type of ministry. So what has that led to? If you recall, a great Sunday afternoon when we were worshiping outside, as a congregation, we approved going ahead with the design work for the expansion. And after that was approved, then the building team got busy working with our contractor and architect to put together plans. And what you'll see here in the video is representations of what we would be expanding. And you can see there are exterior shots here, there's interior shots. You can take a look and study those. But a couple key things I'd like to point out to you, and what the building team has recommended to leadership, and what leadership will be recommending to the congregation next month, face-to-face in our meeting, is that we go forward formally with a $3.5 million expansion project. There is also going to be a recommendation. We own approximately 22 acres here, and our property runs up along Schuster Drive on the south side. We have an opportunity to sell off several acres of that land and use that money to help fund the church and also allow us to be tied into city sewer and help out the township with their tax base. So we're going to recommend that we sell off a portion of the land to help do that. And then the other portion is that we formally kick off the project. And what does that mean? Well, we can't do a project of $3.5 million without the financial portion. And so what needs to happen is we need to get the approval from the congregation and then move forward on the financial part. Now, while the building team was busy doing that work, the leadership team had asked that let's go get a temperature read of the congregation. And I know many of you participated in those discussions with Tammy. And Tammy was able to spend time with over 80 of our households getting feedback on the ministry here, as well as on what we should be doing with the expansion plan. Thank you. Thank you for the valuable feedback. Some of that will be applied into the ministry we're doing, and then obviously some of it applies directly to the expansion. And there was overwhelming response of yes, we support it. We know that it's the right thing for the ministry. We should go forth and do that. So based upon the building team's work, the feedback from the congregation, we will be coming next month formally to the congregation and asking for approval. And what will we be asking for? One, we'll be asking for you to approve the design concept, which you see in the enclosed photos. We will ask for permission to formally kick off the expansion project. We'll ask to begin a funding program immediately. We'll ask for your approval to go ahead with sale of some of the land. And then we'll ask for the congregation to target approximately $1 million of giving by the end of this year. So by the end of December 21 would put us in a position to do our building project and then be ready for 2023. And connecting the dots back for you, in 2023, that would put us in a position with 900 members to have our expansion plan completed. So that will be on the agenda for the voters meeting. So in summary, what does that mean? So at our March voters meeting, we'll have 5 key topics to go through. One will be voting on the expansion project. The second will be budget ratification. The third one will be ratifying the leadership recommendation. Bud Abel has raised his hand and would take on the president's role of the congregation. The fourth one is we're going to ask for $8,000 to improve the lighting in the parking lot and upgrade the lighting in the facility. And then the fifth one is we would like to immediately go forth for the building project and spend $10,000 on the survey work. Those will be the topics that we're bringing to you in March. Again, the Lord continues to bless our ministry here, and we look forward to seeing you face to face in March. Thank you.